So let's dive straight in. So the first thing you have to understand is what is a charge-off? So a charge-off is a piece of debt that was charged off by your original creditor or the current creditor by the IRS, meaning that they are basically asking the IRS to give them a tax deduction on the debt that you do not pay. So if you owe them $10,000 and they owe the IRS $10,000, their idea is to basically show the IRS that you didn't pay your $10,000, so I can't pay my $10,000 to you. So that's basically what a charge-off debt is in terms of the IRS and the creditor. Now, how does that pertain to you? Now, we're going to use that at our advantage by setting a few traps. But before we set the trap, we always want to make sure that we are freezing our LexisNexis, right? So all of our secondary bureaus, LexisNexis, Innovis, and SageStream is going to be frozen. Now, we're going to freeze those accounts because we don't want any of those secondary bureaus communicating with the creditors or the credit bureaus pertaining to our debt. We don't want that. We don't want any of our debt to be communicated with one another on the verification and accuracy, whether it's mine or not. They have to do their own due diligence and they cannot use the secondary bureau. So the first thing we're going to do is freeze the LexisNexis, because that is going to give us a leg up when it comes to them actually appropriating the debt, right? So freeze the LexisNexis, the SageStream, and the Innovis, and now we're ready to actually tackle the actual charge-off. Now, I know every charge-off is different. Every charge-off have different leverage points that you can use to get the item removed. If you want to know what a leverage point is basically a point that we use to leverage the debt for removal. So if the debt is owed, then that is a leverage point for statute of limitations to actually get the item removed. Now, every credit report has different leverage points for removal, but this strategy is going to work for 90% of you guys that's dealing with charge-offs with time, right? I didn't say that this was going to be a fast thing. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And because we are going to put the trap in place perfectly, we're going to get the results we want, right? So the first thing when it comes to laying a trap, like I said, is freeze the LexisNexis. Now, before we actually go into setting the trap, the easiest way to remove it is the statute of limitations, right? Everything in your credit report has to be 100% accurate, 100% verifiable, and 100% timely. So we are going to use those three references to build our case initially. So if the debt is 10 years old and we know the statute of limitations is 7 years, that means that 7 years, the debt can only stay on your credit report for 7 years. Once we realize that it's over 7 years, that is the easiest, by far the easiest way to get anything removed, because it's past the jurisdiction for the placement of your credit report. So that's the by far. So if you have any old debt that's past 7 years, pending if it's a judgment is 10 years, but if you have anything like a charge off, they only have 7 years to keep it in your credit report. So if it's really super old, that's the first and easiest way to remove it. Send a certified letter to the credit bureaus telling them that the statute of limitations for this debt is passed, and they will remove it the fastest and easiest way possible. Now, let's set the trap, right? So setting the trap is going to comprise of us contacting the creditor, not the credit bureau. We're going to contact the creditor and we're going to ask for a 1099-C. Now, the reason we're going to ask for a 1099-C is because that is what they were supposed to give you initially when they charged the debt off. When they charged the debt off, they're supposed to give you a 1099-C as verification that the debt is being charged off. And if they do not give that to you, you can request it, right? Now, when you request that, they are going to send it back to you, and that is going to be everything you're going to need to actually get the charge off removed. Okay, once you sent out the letter to the creditor, you are going to go to mycreditapproved.com, and inside the software that there is a section called the YouTube charge off letter. Now, you can go to the search engine of the letters and actually pick the YouTube charge off letter, and it's already structured and already ready for you guys to mail it off. All you have to do is sign up with My Credit Approved, find the YouTube setup letter, and mail it off. Now, once you actually send it off to the creditor, you're going to wait for them to send it back. Now, once they send you back the 1099-C, you are going to call. You're going to call the creditor and basically verify the 1099-C and the dismissal of the debt. Now, once you get the verification that they are going to basically get on the phone and verify the dismissal of the debt, you're going to basically record that. You're going to you have an option to either record it with a tape recorder or record it manually in a notepad, basically keeping a record of this verification of the dismissal of the debt. Now, we haven't, as you can possibly notice, we haven't even reached out to the credit bureaus to remove it. We just asked them to send a 1099-C. Now, once you have the 1099-C in your possession, now it's time to go to the credit bureau and actually get it removed from the credit bureau. Now, if you surveying reviewing your credit report and finding anything that's inaccurate, anything that's unverifiable, anything that's untimely, then that is going to be everything needed to actually get the item removed in the leverage points. Now, you can sign up with mycreditapproved.com, and MyCreditApproved will help you find the leverage points that you need to actually structure the letter to the credit bureaus. You can do the YouTube setup letter, or you can do the Section 609 letters inside of the software. And when you send out your letter to the credit bureaus, you're going to send out the initial letter that you sent to the creditors along with the 1099-C and the verification of how you verify that the debt is dismissed, and you're going to send out the request for the debt to be deleted. Now, once you send all of this to the credit bureaus, it probably take 1 or 2 tries to actually get it removed. You can do 1 or 2 rounds. We have 4 rounds in the 609 method, and once you send all this to the credit bureaus out of the first round, you're going to send it to the CFPB. Now, once your first round come back after the credit bureaus, you're going to go to the CFPB website and file a complaint, and in the complaint, you're going to list off all of the charge-offs that you are requesting to be removed, along with all the documentation that you sent to the original creditor and also the credit bureaus. Guys, this strategy has been working like magic. So if you have anything that you need to be removed as far as a charge-off, guys, listen to this message, write down all of the notes and follow the steps step by step, and I assure you that you will get the results that you deserve in terms of these charge-offs.